Namaskar, I am Sanmay Patil. Today I am going to share some of the legal news from last week. Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena moved Supreme Court against Maharashtra Legislative Assembly Speaker's decision to issue schedule for hearing of the disqualification pleas pending against the rebel Sena MLAs led by Eknath Shinde. It was sought by Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena to quicken the disqualification proceedings pending against the rebel Sena MLAs led by current Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde. The Law Commission of India, in its report on the age of consent under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act of 2012, had ruled out for reducing the age of consent to 16 years from 18 years under the POCSO Act of 2012. The said report was submitted after consulting the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, former judges, and lawyers. The Bombay High Court allowed a leave petition filed by Akasa Air, a low cost airline, seeking permission to proceed against 5 pilots who resigned from the company without serving their notice period of 6 months. Also, Justice Arora of Delhi High Court is dealing with a plea moved by Akasa Air after 43 pilots engaged with it resigned without serving 6 months mandatory notice period. Delhi High Court has also observed that in case of non-compliance of the contract, the Civil Aviation Rules of 2017 becomes operative, and thus the Directorate General of Civil Aviation is at liberty to act against the defaulting pilots in case they are in breach of the contract and can act in accordance with the said rules as well as extant law against the party in breach. Bengaluru Civil Court ordered suspension of X account, which was previously known as Twitter, of Dr. Cyriac Abby Phillips, known as the Liver Doctor, in a defamation suit filed by Himalaya Wellness Corporation. The case of Himalaya Wellness Corporation is that Dr. Phillips has been posting derogatory statements against the products of the company, due to which it has lost substantial business. The company claims that statements made by Dr. Phillips are false and unjustified, and the statements are made to push the products of other companies like Cipla and Alkem. The Supreme Court, while acquitting a convict in dowry debt case, emphasized the critical importance of ensuring that a dying declaration is trustworthy and reliable and inspires confidence when it is considered the sole basis for criminal conviction. The court also emphasized a glaring inconsistency in the treatment of dying declaration by the Punjab and Haryana High Court. While the declaration was accepted as evidence against the husband, it was disbelieved in the case of father-in-law of the deceased. Recently, in a major development, two judges bench of Supreme Court came across a petition in which a fabricated document was produced as an order passed by the same bench of Supreme Court itself. On realizing that the order is fabricated, the court ordered criminal investigation and said role of advocate filing this fabricated document must be examined. While interpreting Section 49 of Registration Act of 1908, the Supreme Court bench comprising Justice Aniruddha Bose and Justice Vikram Nath has held that an unregistered lease deed, which is otherwise compulsorily registrable, can be admitted in evidence to show the nature and character of possession only when the nature and character of possession is not the main term of the lease and is not primary dispute before the court for adjudication. The Supreme Court considered a special leave petition filed by Nipun Cherian, the president of political party V4 Kochi, against the order of division bench of Kerala High Court that sentenced him to 4 months of imprisonment in a suo motu contempt proceeding initiated by it for his statement against the sitting judge of High Court. In the same case, the court has also suggested that a statutory appeal to Supreme Court be filed instead of a special leave petition. The Supreme Court stayed the defamation proceedings against Union Minister Dr. L. Murugan and former Tamil Nadu BJP head initiated by DMK mouthpiece Murazoli Trust. Earlier this month, the Madras High Court had refused to quash the proceedings, against which Murugan approached the Apex Court in appeal. The Murazoli Trust had filed a private complaint against the minister under Section 499 and Section 500 of Indian Penal Code of 1860 for the remarks made by him in a press meet. It was alleged that the minister's statements gave an impression that the trust was being run on Panchami land, which means the land that is distributed for Dalits of Tamil Nadu. The Supreme Court tagged a petition seeking the registration of FIR against Tamil Nadu minister and DMK leader Udayanithi Stalin over his controversial remarks about Sanatana Dharma, with another plea in which the court issued notice 2 weeks ago. A bench of Justices Aniruddha Bose and Bela Trivedi was hearing a writ petition filed by a Delhi-based lawyer alleging that Udayanidhi's comments constituted hate speech and urging the court to direct criminal proceedings to be initiated against him for hurting religious sentiments, where his remarks were comparing Sanatana Dharma to diseases like malaria and dengue. The Supreme Court admitted an appeal by the National Investigation Agency challenging the bail granted to tribal right activist Mahesh Raut in the Bhima Koregaon case over alleged Maoist links. The court also extended the week-long stay granted by Bombay High Court on the bail order. A bench comprising Justices Aniruddha Bose and Bela Trivedi was hearing the central agency's special leave petition challenging the Bombay High Court judgment allowing Raut's bail application. Even while granting bail to Raut, after noting that there was no prima facie evidence to attract the offences under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967, the High Court had kept in abeyance the operation of the order for a period of 1 week. A sessions court in Uttar Pradesh's Lucknow district has issued a notice to Congress MP Rahul Gandhi in connection with his derogatory remark made against Vinayak Damodar Savarkar last year in Maharashtra during his Bharat Jodo Yatra. The Central Board of Secondary Education has objected to a petition in a Delhi High Court seeking the implementation of uniform school syllabus and education board across the country, which opposes one nation, one education board system, says child can better relate to curriculum of local context with local culture. The Varanasi District Court rejected an application filed by Anjuman Intezamiya Masjid Committee, which manages the Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, to stop the ongoing archaeological survey of India's survey of the mosque premises. Kerala High Court quashes FIR where a complaint was filed against a person for affixing poster of political party symbol on electric pole. The High Court has said that affixing poster of political party symbol like lotus on electric pole is not necessarily a mischief and it does not wantonly provokes riot. A simple warning to the person who affixes the posters is more than enough in such situation. National Secretary of Bharatiya Janata Party Pankaja Munde was denied office space in Mulund area in a Gujarati community dominated housing complex due to her Marathi background, which is in direct contravention of Article 14, 15 and 21 of the Constitution of Bharat, to which Manse leader Raj Thakre has responded to take more strict actions against the person who had discriminated against her. Justice Anand Venkatesh of the Madras High Court, who has caused a political stir in the state of Tamil Nadu by deciding to take up suo motu revision of orders acquitting politicians, has now been shifted to the Madurai bench following a portfolio change in Madras High Court. These were some of the legal news from last week. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel Legally Illegal to get more legal updates. Dhanyavad.